it said don't buy this mini excavator. MechMaxx is a scam, and I, basically, saying that I was doing something wrong. I've got about an hour to make you guys a video with a mini excavator. Before I do that, I need to offload all these 2x4s. Got the gizmo here running around. Tanya will be over in a couple of hours, so basically I've got a couple of hours to play. I've got the grease gun out. We'll grease this up, put some gas in it, and get over here and actually do some useful playing. Get this dude greased up. I'm gonna be taking the tilt bucket off. We won't worry about greasing it, but we'll get all these other ones. I just greased it. It's only got a few hours on it from the last greasing, but you know what? Grease is cheap compared to parts. So what I'm doing is I'm going to come up here and dig at the top because it's actually drier right here where all the dirt that I've dropped before is loose and damp and sticky and muddy. So I'm going to try to break this out because it's, after the first 2 inches it's dry. I'll throw all this out here, my spoils. Ooh, get some big chunk. That actual moisture made this a little easier. This is a red clay with a lot of iron in it, some sand, and there's some veins of sand, but there's also some veins of really hard clay. When it's totally dry, I mean, it is hard. If you're patient with this, you can really bust the dirt out. I think it's a pretty good sized chunks of that clay out. Not running really high throttle. talk about something here while I'm working. So I had a viewer who was I think very, I don't know, it's kind of disrespectful to me because they said, hey, I've been watching Tony's channel for a long time, and I appreciate that. Said, and it said, don't buy this mini excavator. MechMaxx is a scam. And I, basically, saying that I was doing something wrong by showing this on my channel. So he said, I bought it and I've waited a month to get it, and they won't refund my full amount of money. Well, I reached out to the company to see what's going on, and this is my best understanding. So right now, these are not in stock. They're on pre-order. And when he bought it, it was on pre-order. If MechMaxx has something in stock, it's generally at your location, depending on where you're at, obviously, within 4 or 5 days to a week, maybe 2 weeks at the most, depending on if it's something really special. I ordered this one, and it literally showed up about 5 days later. It come on a truck through the shipping system, just like everything else. It wasn't a special delivery because I'm a YouTube channel or anything like that. But it was in stock, so they had it. Well, when you go to buy one right now, it says pre-order, and it warns you up front that this is the estimated delivery date when you order it. And then it says, but this can change due to shipping and a lot of factors. There's strikes at ports. There's ships break down, equipment break down, trucks break down, trains break down. Everything happens. There's just a unbelievable amount of possibilities for something to go wrong when you're shipping stuff around the world. But they disclose that up front. MechMaxx discloses that on their website. If you order a pre-order item, it says clearly that it is there's a chance that shipping will be delayed due to unforeseen shipping issues. But when you go in and pre-order one of these mini excavators, if they don't have them in stock, and they've really been doing, we've showed that they're good machines, a lot of people are buying them, so they don't stay in stock very long, and most people are pre-ordering. Well, this guy pre-ordered one with the upfront knowledge that it could be delayed because of unforeseen shipping issues. And then after he waited, what I was told was less than a month, knowing full well that it was going to take at least that, he asked for a refund. Well, this company has already spent the money to import this mini excavator. And then, so obviously you're not getting a full refund because you went into it knowing that there was that this had to be shipped from around the world. And so this guy was upset that they wouldn't refund him the full amount, and basically was, acting like I was some sort of scam. Now, I've never hidden the fact that our channel is sponsored. I put a link up there. Whenever I do a sponsored deal, I always work with a company to try to get you guys a discount. So, and then I make a percentage off of, somebody buys one of these, I make a small percentage. Now, I'm telling you right now, when you buy one of these mini excavators, I'm not getting rich. It's just not the way it works. That really bothered me that this guy, basically questioned my integrity when it was his own doing. And, he went right straight to, I'm a victim. And, you got to take responsibilities for yourself. I didn't make him purchase. I don't make anybody purchase. I've actually never told anybody to buy anything on the channel, ever. And just because I show something, I've had zero issues out of MechMaxx. I've had great results, good shipping. good support. Matter of fact, I just hadn't had really much to go wrong with this, other than I've modified a few things that I wanted to modify. But the fact of the matter is that really bothered me, that this guy goes onto the comment page and starts, you know, talking bad about my integrity, when all along it's his, you know, it's his responsibility. It's not my responsibility to be, you know, his keeper. Now, obviously, if a company has a problem and they're not fulfilling, you know, their responsibilities, then I'm obviously going to not sponsor them or have them as a sponsor. And I've walked away from several sponsors that are, you know, they started out really great, and something along the way happened, and they, you know, they've struggled, and I didn't feel like that I could represent that company any longer, and just walked away. Even though there's money to be made, I still walked away from that. But it really bothered me. So this mini excavator here, dig about 5.5 feet down. Now, I could go probably a little more strong if I put the 8-inch bucket on it, because there's less pounds per square inch. But I think we're doing pretty good right here. He's digging very well. So we've got about 25 hours of actual hard use on this excavator. We've done, like I said, I didn't have to learn how to use an excavator. I had quite a bit of experience already, so I didn't have to learn how to use one. So this went right to work. From day one, it went and done something hard. So 25 hours is nothing on a piece of equipment. But I can see right now that the quality is pretty daggum decent. The build quality is good, fit and finish is good, Honda engine, good hydraulic pump, good valve. This is a way step up from the little mini excavators you see at the auctions. They're using like engine brands that I've never heard of before. Some of them are using Briggs and Stratton, but they're fine. I don't have a problem with them. But this is using a really good valve system where I can do really good controls. You can see here I can really finesse and don't have any problems. See if we can bust a big old piece off here. Oh yeah, look at there. I'm running about probably half throttle. Dig this top layer off 5.5 feet down, and then I'll come back and set on top of it again and dig it down to the actual grade that I wanted. That's when we'll break the laser level out, and I'll just keep doing that. This is absolutely, you could do this a lot faster with a bigger machine. If I was to come in here with like a 6-ton machine, I could go through this really quick. But the reality is I can't afford $100,000 for a 6-ton machine. So what I do have is time, because I have retired out of the military and I have time here to work. So this, roughly $8,000 machine, when I bought it was $7,200, but tariffs have changed that. It's about $7,800 now. The last time I looked. you know, I can really move a lot of dirt. 16-inch bucket at a time. I maybe can cut a little bit more here. We're gonna cut way back. Thought about renting the dozer. I got a D3 cat that you can rent. About $2,000 for a week. I could really get a lot done with that. But we got to take all these trees down, carry those to the sawmill. We've got a lot of oak in here. Uh-oh, I see the neighbor coming.